Excuse me, what time is it?
It's 5 o'clock.
Ah, it's 5 o'clock. Isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
By the way, my name is Quân. Nice to meet you.
My name is Mi. Nice to meet you too.
So your name is Me, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Nice name.
Thanks. Your name's good too.
Thanks. May I ask you some questions about your daily routine?
Yes, of course.
What time do you usually get up in the morning?
I usually get up in the morning at 5 o'clock.
At 5 o'clock?
Yes.
And after getting up, what do you usually do after getting up?
Well, after getting up, I usually study English.
Study English?
Yes.
What time do you usually study English?
I usually study English at 4:45.
At 4:45?
Yes.
How long does it take you to study English?
It takes me about 1 hour to study English.
1 hour?
Yes.
And after studying English, what do you usually do after studying English?
Well, after studying English, I usually have breakfast.
Have breakfast?
Yes.
What time do you usually have breakfast?
I usually have breakfast at 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock?
Yes.
How long does it take you to have breakfast?
It takes me about 10 minutes to have breakfast.
10 minutes?
Yes.
Who do you usually have breakfast with?
I usually have breakfast alone.
Alone?
Yes.
And after having breakfast, what do you do after having breakfast?
Well, after having breakfast, I usually go to school.
Go to school?
Yes.
What time do you usually go to school?
I usually go to school at 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock?
Yes.
How long does it take you to get to the school?
It takes me about 3 minutes to get there.
3 minutes?
Yes.
Do you usually go to school?
Yes, of course. I don't. Yes, but no, I don't. Yes.
Yes, I do.
Yes, I do. I do it very often.
Yes. And how many people are there in your class?
80 people. There are 80 people in my class.
80 people.
Yes.
And after going to school, what do you do after going to school?
Well, after going to school, I usually come back home.
Come back home?
Yes.
What time do you usually come back home from school?
I usually come back home from school at 11:30.
At 11:30?
Yes.
And after coming back home from school, what do you do after coming home from school?
Well, after coming back home from school, I usually have lunch.
Have lunch?
Yes.
What time do you usually have lunch?
I usually have lunch at 12 o'clock.
12 o'clock?
Yes.
How long does it take you to have lunch?
It takes me about 15 minutes to have lunch.
15 minutes?
Yes.
Who do you usually have lunch with?
I usually have lunch with my friends.
With your friends?
Yes.
And after having lunch, what do you do after having lunch?
Well, after having lunch, I usually have a nap.
Have nap?
Yes.
What time do you usually have nap?
I usually have a nap at 12:30.
At half past 12?
Yes.
How long it take you to have nap?
It takes me about 2 hours to have a nap.
2 hours?
Yes.
And after having a nap, what do you do after having a nap?
Well, after having a nap, I usually have a bath.
Have a bath?
Yes.
What time do you usually have a bath?
I usually have a bath at 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock?
Yes.
How long does it take you to have a bath?
It takes me about 30 minutes to have a bath.
30 minutes?
Yes.
And after having a bath? What did you do after having a bath?
Well, after having a bath, I usually cook dinner.
Cook dinner?
Right.
What time do you usually cook dinner?
I usually cook dinner at 5:30.
At 5:30?
Yes.
How long it take you to cook dinner?
It takes me about 30 minutes to cook dinner.
30 minutes?
Yes.
And after cooking dinner, what do you do after cooking dinner?
Well, after cooking dinner, I usually have dinner.
Have dinner?
Yes.
What time do you usually have dinner?
Well, I usually have dinner at 6 o'clock.
At 6 o'clock?
Yes.
How long does it take you to have dinner?
It takes me about 15 minutes to have dinner.
15 minutes?
Yes.
Who do you usually have dinner with?
I usually have dinner with my friends.
With your friends?
Yes.
And having after having dinner, what do you do after having dinner?
Well, after having dinner, I usually study.
Study?
Yes.
Do you usually study? Do you usually study? Do you usually study?
Yes, I do. I do it very often.
You do it very often?
Yes.
What time do you usually study?
I usually study at 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock?
Yes.
How long does it take you to study?
It takes me about 4 hours to study.
4 hours? 4 hours?
Yes.
Who do you usually study with?
I usually study with my friend.
With your friend?
Yes.
And after studying, what do you usually do after studying?
Well, after studying, I usually go to bed.
Go to bed?
Yes.
What time do you usually go to bed?
I usually go to bed at 12 o'clock.
12 o'clock?
Yes.
And before going to bed, what do you do before going to bed?
Well, before going to bed, I usually study.
Study?
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, see you later.
See you later at the talk.